Hi everybody, this is Sheila Aliens. Today is Tuesday, July 19th, 2011. So I made this whole video about my thoughts on Nibiru, but I figured it's a lot of reading, and I guess I should have just narrated it. So I guess I'm gonna do both. On April 23rd, 2010, a large object mysteriously appeared next to our sun and remained stationary for several weeks before changing positions. This was photographed by NASA's Stereo Ahead Core 1 camera. And here you're going to see it pop up right there. That's the object. It looks like the objects from the NASA tether incident, if you're familiar with those. It kind of looks like one of those. So that popped up out of nowhere in the last 2 hours of April the 23rd, 2010. And I was watching Stereo a lot at that time, and I did notice it. Not many people said anything about it. Maybe everybody was just waking up or just getting to the party back then. I don't know. So there it was. And it stayed there for a while. Kind of disappeared beneath the green haze that NASA created over the weeks. So, do I consider that to be Nibiru? No, I do not. Because Nibiru is a legend told by the ancients about a planet coming from outside of our solar system and entering it, and I guess there's supposed to be aliens on this planet, and when they get close enough they're gonna come say hello. I'm not sure exactly, but this was not something that traveled outside of our solar system and was seen on some kind of slow approach. It's not like that. This popped up out of nowhere and left several times. So is this Nibiru? No. Now, does Nibiru have anything to do with the second sun? Aren't those two completely different things? I mean, most solar systems are binary. Ours might be. It might be a secret. There might be some hidden brown dwarf twin to our sun. I don't know. But that's a sun. That's not a planet with things living on it that it's coming from outside of our solar system to come and hang out with us, that I know of. I think there might be a few different legends happening here that are kind of commingling with each other and getting confused, but of course it makes sense that they would get confused given the topic at hand. As for this, I'm going to go ahead and call it a spaceship, the spaceship that we see next to the sun on NASA Stereo. Well, I think it's a spaceship, obviously. Whose spaceship? I don't know. But it's obviously something that's been built by an intelligent being. What's odd about that is, you know, people always say, why can't I just step outside and see this right now? Well, what just happened? It wasn't there, and then it was there. In one frame it's not there, and the next it is. So if that's the kind of thing we're working with, then that's the kind of thing we're working with. It can be there when it wants to. Oddly enough. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's a fucking spaceship. So, now what came to my mind out of nowhere is the fact that the circumference of this little spaceship, it's not little, it's huge, and the circumference of the sun and their spacing away from each other, their distance from each other, is precise to a T the proportions of the majority of the videos from YouTube of people who think they are seeing Nibiru, when actually I think they're seeing a reflection of our sun off of this object that is basically hiding within the reach of the rays. You see how close it is. We wouldn't be able to see that thing. Sounds weird, I know. And yeah, I would think that an amateur astronomer with a good solar telescope would be able to see that thing. If it's in front of the sun, I don't know how this thing works. Is it in front of the sun in these images? I'm not sure. If it is in front of the sun, does it have the ability to be cloaked? Is that what it's doing? I don't know. I'm just saying it's definitely there in a lot of these images. I haven't worked out the whys of how it works, and obviously it's space, so there's no rules to anything here. But it's definitely a craft built by an intelligent being next to our sun, huge, bigger than Earth, so way bigger than Earth. And as always, I'm open-minded to any, all, or none of the aforementioned possibilities being true. I hope that helped clear some things up for you guys. That's where I stand, which is in the middle and upside down, basically doing cartwheels. Alright, much love.